Hey, what's up? Alistair Cunningham here. Welcome to this week's video, and actually the first video I've done in about 2 months, so I apologise for that. If you're not already, get subscribed, turn on notifications. That way, when I do upload, you'll never miss that. Now, I thought I'd give you a quick update on the property I'm doing in Bedford. You've already seen the previous videos, and if you haven't, the link is below in the description, but make sure you listen out, keep a lookout for the updates on this property as we speak. So here we are, we're now quite a few months into it. We're now January the 2nd, and we've had probably now 3.5, 4 months. So COVID has caused a lot of delays and problems with this property, mainly getting contractors in, having more than one trade in at the same time, and also getting building regs to come out. So we've had quite a few issues and delays with that. Currently, we're still waiting for the kitchen to be delivered, which was supposed to be here 2 weeks ago. It's still not here, and it's probably not going to be here for another couple of weeks into the middle of January. So the expected finish date on this property was supposed to be the end of December. That's now been pushed back to the end of January, middle of February, due to delays in materials due to COVID-19. Now, just having a look around this room as you can. As you can see, all the first fix electrical is in place, waiting for the kitchen to be installed. We've got all the partitions have been done, all the electricals have been done first fix throughout the whole building, for the lighting, the smoke alarm, the sensors, the interlinked fire alarm system, also the automatic lighting. It's all been installed, it's all there. You'll also notice there's a great big trench in the floor. Now, we've had to dig this trench out, and the reason we've had to do that is because this property's got 5 bedrooms, all with en-suites. So we have to, if you just look over here, somehow get the waste pipe, boom, from there, through to the main stack and the main waste pipe over the other side of the property, which is literally just behind this box here. So the only way to do that, the only real way to do that without having a hideous great pipe shown on the outside of the building or somewhere on the inside of the building, is to go underground. Now, for that, we had to get building regs to come out, and they had to approve that. They had to make sure the work was getting done properly. And namely, what that means is to make sure the pipe is laid at the right angle, it's supported on a bed of sand, it's got the right pea shingle around it, and it's got a membrane on top of it, and then it's concreted properly. So far, the pipe's down, it's on a bed of sand, it's been pea shingled, and it's been signed off so far. All we've got to do now is we've got to put a membrane, and then we've got to cement it and concrete it, and then building regs will tick that off and give me the certificate. Building regs have actually had to give me 3 certificates for this building. First thing is the trench we've dug here for the underground waste. The second thing is for the window upstairs, and the third thing was for the steel beam, which helped fix the structural defects in the building on the top floor. So we'll get around to that in a minute. I'll show you just that in a minute. But this is the main kitchen area, communal area, and utility room. So we've got the utility room's going to be in here with the downstairs toilet. That's going to be very tidy, very cleaned up. Communal area is going to be all of this and all of the kitchen. Now, because it's a 5-bed HMO, we're going to have 2 cooking stations, we're also going to have 2 washing stations, and we're going to have 2 double fridge freezers in here, and we're going to have a big breakfast bar. So this is a huge communal area with, in this room here, there's going to be a sofa and a TV as well. So this is like a really good communal space for the tenants to enjoy when they're in the property. Okay, now coming through into the hallway, you'll notice from the last video that we've had to put a wall up here. Now, the reason we've done that is because previously it was spindles and it was a banister. Now, 2 things to remember. When you get the property cleaned, spindles are actually quite time consuming to clean and keep clean. They attract a lot of dust and a lot of dirt. So for that reason, I always like to put a wall up. And secondly, it helps with fire safety to have a fire corridor in here to have a complete definition, clear, defined hallway, stairway, okay? So that's why we do it. So we do this in all of the properties that we complete on, and I'll take you upstairs in a minute. But if you just step back, all the fire doors have been installed. You can see fire doors have been installed, and they're 44mm Howden's fire doors. They're very high quality, and they've got the correct hinges on there. They're going to have, these hinges are actually getting changed to hinges that have got the retraction system, so the doors automatically close, because we don't want the hideous sort of door closers up here. We want the nice discreet ones that you can't really see, but they work very effectively. So they're going to get done in due course, but these hinges we just put on to get the doors hung, so we can then get the architraves up, and we can also get skirting boards down, so we know the doors are fitted correctly. Okay, so all of the en-suites are 2 by 1 meters. In there, you're going to have a toilet, you're going to have a sink, you're going to have a mirror, a heated towel rail, and a shower cubicle. And all of them have automatic lighting with the correct ventilation in there and the correct sewage system. You've seen the trench, that's for the sewage system to make all of them en-suites and also get the waste away, so the waste is taken outside in the correct manner. Okay, so I know it's dark and I apologise for that, but it's because all of the electric is turned off and there's no light units fitted up here at the minute. So, bedroom number 2. It's the only room in the house that is not en-suite, but it is off-suite, and it's going to be for sole use of bedroom number 2. Now, if you remember in previous videos, there was a big wall here. This wall was here. What we've had to do is we've had to move it 2 foot that way to allow for a bigger room here and a slightly smaller room that size, but allowing us to have 5 en-suite bedrooms, sorry, 4 en-suite bedrooms, 1 off-suite bedroom. Now, to do that, we have to board up here, because if you remember before, there was a big 3-bay window coming to this side. So we have to brick that up and we have to replaster that and make the walls good. So let's go into bedroom number 3 and I'll show you that window. Also, again, fire doors. Really hard, sturdy fire doors. It really helps with the presentation of the property. Now, coming through into bedroom 3. This is probably the smallest room of the house, and it's still just under 100 square feet, plus the ensuite. And we've got the new windows just been installed. And in this room, this is probably the room that needs the most work, to be honest. All this has got to be made good. All the plastering's got to be finished, paint decoration's got to be finished, skirting boards and architraves. But again, if you look behind me, got the ensuite which is just there. Same thing, shower tray, toilet, sink, heated towel rail and ventilation. So all good. Okay, let's move on to the next 2 bedrooms. Now, I mentioned earlier at bedroom 2 we've got an off-suite in a minute, okay? This is bedroom 2's en-suite. So I'm going to have a door here, and that door is going to be locked, and it's going to have, the only person that can access it is bedroom number 2. It'll have a keypad on there, so only they can go in here and nobody else can use their facilities. You'll notice that there's a big window which goes between 2 en-suites. That window's getting changed for a window that's downstairs, and that will be blocked off, so they've only got a small window this side, okay? So bear that in mind. Great stuff. Now, coming through here, we're coming through into the corridor, and in this corridor takes us into bedroom number 4, which is a decent sized bedroom. It's about 90 square feet with an additional ensuite area here, and there's the back end of that window, as you can see there. The other side of that window's there, and that's going to be changed, so they've got 2 individual separated windows that they're going to be using. So now, if you remember, the reason this property was very, very underpriced and below market value was because of the structural issues which were here. So the extension and the current building were not tied in. They were sat like that, the brickwork. So we had to tie that in, we had to get it through building regs, which has been done, it's all signed off, so it's all good. I've just actually seen the numbers there. I've done a video on this before, talking about how much it was going to cost, and the original quote was £35,766, but I got all the structural work done for £3,748.42, which was a saving of £32,000. That was all because I'm educated, guys, and I used the right people and I got the right advice. So it's saved me £30,000 on this deal alone. It's crazy to think about, I know. Let's go and have a look at the final bedroom. This is actually one of my favourite bedrooms because it's quite long and it's wide, but it's quite long. So we're going to put a 3/4 bed here with a little side cabinet, and then they've got all this floor space for the furniture and things like that. Again, there's an ensuite behind, just in there, which will be getting finished off very, very soon. And again, first fix has been done, all electrics are getting done. We've had it so that the room is going to have one power point, 2 power point, and there's one behind us, 3. So every room is going to have at least 3 double sockets. Up here you're also going to have a smoke alarm, and you're going to have the lighting, and then here you're going to have the emergency switch for the extraction fan for the bathroom, and then the main lighting and the extraction fan for the bathroom. So listen, that's a little bit of an update on Bedford. It's been going really well, it's just been going a little bit slow due to COVID-19. Now we're hoping to get it finished end of January, mid-February, and it's looking good for that. Currently, I've spent just over £36,000 to get where we're at and to pay for all the materials. So we've got another £12,000 to £13,000 to spend, which is fine, it's well in budget. I budgeted £50,000 for the refurb, and we're going to be in budget. My builder knows he's not going to go a penny over, so we've gone to town on this property. So I'm going to be well within budget, I'm happy. Let's just wait and see what happens when it comes to refinancing. And yeah, I'll make a decision when it's been valued after it's been finished, whether I keep it or whether I flip it. I don't know yet. I've got 2 options. I can keep it and make a quick, probably £90,000 to £100,000 profit, or I can refinance it, rent it out, make £3,500 a month income less cost, which will leave me about £1,800. My preferred option is to keep it, obviously, for passive income, but I'm not adverse to flipping it. So we'll just have to wait and see what the end value says. So make sure you get subscribed, and I'll be doing further videos on this property. And if you want to do deals like this, if you want to get involved in joint venture with me, just send me an email, send me a message. Let's do some deals together. Let's make money together. Guys, I hope you found that useful. If you have, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I shall catch you next time.